Hey everyone, this is Roland here. Welcome and thank you for being here. And today we're going to be talking about the access that we have from God. And the scripture that I'm going to be taking this teaching from is Mark 15, verse 37 and 38. And I talked about this topic in my devotional. So if you'd like a copy, I've left the link in the description. It's on Amazon. Or if you'd like to get a physical copy, you can just contact me, send me a message or an app, and then you've got your copy. But with that, let's get into the teaching. So let's go to Mark 15, verse 37 and 38 and read what it says. And it says, "And Jesus cried with a loud voice and gave up the ghost. And the veil of the temple was rent in two from top to the bottom." And this post here is a reminder that we have direct access to God. And that's what the scripture is talking about. When Jesus died, he reconciled man to God. We now have access to God. We do not have to go through life alone, because in the past, the vision of access was, especially when Adam sinned, right? So let me just go back. So when Adam sinned, there was a barrier. We could no longer go to God directly. That relationship that Adam had with God was broken, and the enemy thought he won. So what the new plan then was, the Israel, whenever they had an issue, whenever they needed a request, had to go to the high priest. All right, so they couldn't directly talk to God. So can you imagine if you have an issue and you wanted something and you wanted help with something, you couldn't directly just talk to God. They had to go to a high priest, but that high priest had to go into the temple once a year. So can you imagine that, once a year, going into God's presence? So man, that was hectic, and that was the vision of access. But that's why the scripture is so powerful. Mark 15, it's talking about when Jesus died, he made a way. He made a way for us to enter God's presence, a direct access to God. We don't have to wait a year anymore. We don't have to go through a man anymore. We can go to him right now. The door is now open. It's no more closed to us. And at times the enemy lies to us and brings us guilt and condemnation, and it makes us think that we cannot go to God because of what we've done. But we have direct access. The door is open. In his word, it says that we can now go boldly to the throne of grace, right, when we need it. And that throne of grace is open 24/7. You don't have to wait. And that's the reminder. That's the encouragement. And as I end this off, there is a story that happened to me there's something that happened to me last week that I'd like to share that brought this truth home. And I was working on this project, and I came across this software, and it was amazing. It would have helped me so much in the work that I was doing. So there was a free version and a paid version, and I looked through the free version, and it was good. I mean, there are a few things that I could do, but when I looked at the paid version, man, the free version paled in comparison to this paid version. It had so many other things, and I had so many ideas of, wow, when I get this, if I could get this, I could do this and this, and I mean, it was endless. But this is the thing, is that a lot of us live on a free version, right? And we don't go to God. We try to struggle on our own. We try to push along on our own and fight our battles alone. But we don't have to. We have an uncapped version that we can claim now, because the door is open. That we have free access to God. That's what it means. The door is always open, and we don't have to go on it alone. We don't have to fight alone. We can ask God for help. We now have a relationship. We have got an intimate relationship with Him. And that is why it's so important to just remember that we have an all access pass. And with that is my reminder, that is my encouragement to you. How often are you using this all access pass? Or are you using this all access pass? And yeah, the challenge is to use it as much as you can every single day, not once a week or not once a month, not once a year, not only when things go bad. But God is waiting. The door is open. He just wants you to come and to tell Him what you're going through. So with that, I will see you in the next episode. God bless.